Hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe. This is a chit chat. Yeah, chit chat. So I wanted to do this yesterday, but I started walking the dog and stuff like that. So. But yeah, listen. I wanted to share something with you guys that I shared with someone else. Okay. I met a nice person. He's super nice. Okay, nothing wrong with that guy. He likes to read the Bible and stuff. Okay, he studies it. He's got like these sitting right next to his like bedside table and shit. And I appreciate that. You know what? I am not against anybody's choice for religion or beliefs. And the reason why is because, shoot, as long as you believe in something, we're doing something right, right? As long as it's not like negative stuff, like devil stuff or stuff that's like, as long as it's stuff that's like virtuous and good, and you help people, you don't steer people in the wrong direction, you're always honest, and doing it in the best way possible to be compassionate, right? You don't have to be rude or anything like that, right? So anyways, I don't follow the same stuff as that, like I believe in God, but the Bible is, the 10 Commandments are cool, that's a common sense thing though. All right, that's not something that someone just made up. That's something that we all know, common sense, right? Yeah. And there's some crazy whacked out stories in there, like trippy stuff. But, it's a book. It's good reading, for people who like to read and stuff. For people like me who have never grown up on religious stuff, that's what it is to me. It's just a book. You know what I mean? I don't fear it like other people do, or like, oh, you have to follow. Like, I don't, For me, everything is internal, like, yeah. Gosh, this is loud, right? Let me turn it down. Good times, yeah. Okay. So anyways, I had mentioned to him because, I told him, like, I don't believe in the Bible. I kind of slipped and I was like, the Bible is Satan, I mean, that's not really, because he kept telling me, like, everything I was thinking about was Satan, so I was like, or a devil entity or something, and I was just like, I think the Bible is Satan, and those are God's words, and, I mean, how do we know? How do we know 100% those are the words from God? Or how do we know that those aren't demons writing that book? I mean, I'm just saying as an example. I'm not saying that that's what, I believe or anything. I just believe it's a good book, good reading for those who like stories and stuff. Well, anyways, the point I'm trying to get at here is, okay, I'm not against the Bible, okay? That's a book, and that's all that it is to me, okay? I mentioned to him that, like, he's a Bible person. Why is he getting so angry about everything? Because he was getting like agitated with me because I didn't want to follow that way, and and I don't force nothing on nobody. And, I can kind of sense if I start talking about something, if somebody gets uncomfortable with it, I just kind of back off. I just stop talking about it, bring up something else, rainbows and butterflies, whatever, right? But I told him, I said, I found something to be easy for me to control my anger and my anxiety, because, that's what I was working on all last year, because I have anger issues and I have a lot of anxiety. Like, I worry about stuff way too much. Okay, so, and I realized that. And so I decided last year when I left for the journey that I would give it up to the universe. And now I want to, and I know that I've said that many times and stuff, but I want to explain how that helped me. Yeah, because it did change my frame of thought. Okay, so, like, for example, the first thing that went wrong on the journey was the tires of the trailer were blowing out. Like, every one of them, bit by bit, like one by one, just blowing out until I had to get the trailer flatbedded to a frickin' shop, okay? And before, I would have been like, oh my God, this is terrible, and just tripping out and just like stressed out. But instead of doing that, because I had it ingrained in my head that I gave this year to the universe, so we have to figure out why things are happening, right? And that's how I have also come to the conclusion that nothing is absolute, right? There's an answer to everything, right? Within reason. Okay. So what I did was, when all that happened, I just took a deep breath and I was all right, why is all this happening to me? Okay. And what I came up with, which is true, it's not like, oh, you're doing bad, I'm gonna put, or black magic. It's not that. It's not that stuff. I could have in the past thought about that when I was going cuckoo, thinking about weird stuff and overwatching tarot and thinking weird things, but being alone and thinking about stuff makes you come to your senses, okay? So basically, what happened was I thought, okay, why did this happen? And then I gave it some thought. And you know what it was? It was because of me. It was my fault. It wasn't anyone else, no outside sources. Dude, the tires were dry rotted. I'd had no idea about that. I didn't know that happens with tires because I don't know everything, And so, that's what happened. And then that's what the guy told me. He's like, yeah, your tires were dry rotted. Now, when I bought the trailer was used, okay? I didn't know. They looked fine to me. They looked all right, I do know I had problems with the wiring, and I thought, oh, what? But, I should have checked that. That's something, if I'm going to build a trailer, shouldn't I have checked all the bearings and the tires but I didn't. I was just building the trailer. So it wasn't anything, and that's what made me stop and go, okay, stop tripping. This is your fault. You should have thought about it. You should have done more research, but it's okay. We're going to fix it and we're going to move on with life. All right. And that's how I did it. And that's how I basically handle stuff now. Right. For when it comes to my anxiety and anger, when it comes to things that happen to me, I step back and I think, all right, why did this happen? Why is this going on? And what I have found with that is that even when I'm talking to someone, I used to get really agitated too and up and get pissed off and just walk away. Now, I know it kind of sounds rude. I kind of drown them out while they're talking, but I do the head nod thing like I'm listening. And I think to myself, why is this bothering me so much? Right? Because why? Other people's opinions and whatever they say shouldn't really bother me as long as I stick to my own, personal views and values, and I should be okay. Why is it bothering me so much, right? And that part I figured out, it's because, oh, I want to help this person so bad. I want them to see the truth. But, you can't with some people. Some people just won't see it. Something has to happen to them in order for them to realize. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I wasn't religious before or spiritual or anything like that before. But because I had those near-death experiences and I seen shit that I just couldn't explain scientifically, that's why I believe in God now. Well, I did kind of before, but now I really do. You know what I'm saying? So things have happened that triggered me to change and to become whatever, right? And but basically that's what I wanted to share with anyone out there who by any chance has anger or anxiety issues. That's just another way that you can look at how to heal that issue or how to overcome it. Or you're never going to overcome anxiety and anger. We all have it. We're all going to have it. But at least you can learn how to control it and not to get all crazy and pissed off and maybe break something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can just step back. Okay, step back for a second. Instead of like my friend over there who was telling me, yeah, I used to get really mad too. When something on the car would break, I would turn around and break the window. And it's like there's double problems now, right? Not only do you have to fix that one thing that you're pissed off that broke, now you got to fix the broken window that you broke. So it's like anger is, it's all about learning about how to control it. Anxiety too. How can you control anxiety? You gotta step back and breathe. That's a lot of it, to step back and breathe and think about what has, happened. And How can we fix it? Because you know what, when you think about it, to be quite honest, you've been through, or we've been through, a lot of stuff in our life, and we had a lot of anxiety and stressed out and anger, but we got through it, right? Somehow we got through it. Like, I'm here right now. All that stuff that happened to me before, even before the tires and throughout my whole life, I'm here right now. So why was I so anxiety? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's about controlling anxiety and anger and stuff, you know. And another thing that helps for me too is to go out, like, for a walk. I have a dog now. I have a dog, you know. Obviously, if you're here, you know I have Brian. So he helps a whole lot. He's such a good boy. And we go walking and stuff, and, you know, stuff just to just calm the fuck down, right? That's So that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully it helps somebody out there who has issues with, like, anxiety and anger, how you can try to alleviate that, because that's stuff I remember before too. And I remember the feeling of anger and anxiety. It's so like a tight, it's like I feel high blood pressure. I could feel it, you know. Like, now I don't really feel that. Now I just go, well, I'm just gonna go sit over here and relax for a minute or whatever, you know. And I also noticed that a lot of people have issues with speaking honestly, and I think it's mostly because they don't know how to present it. And, you know, I spoke honestly with that person yesterday about the Bible and all that stuff, and I could see him getting upset, but I wasn't getting upset. I was getting like, well, why are you getting mad? You know, when I have my own beliefs and my own way of you know, like, so, you know, like, if you're really holy and all, why do you get mad? Why are you showing anxiety when others are not on your same spiritual path? You know, we all have different ones, you know. I mean, it's not like he talks about bad stuff. I sit there and I listen to his Bible verses and what the Bible says, and I don't say anything against it. I just say strictly against that. You can't force me to believe that book is, you know, whatever. And that's what's making him mad, you know, because it's stories. I mean, it's a book, you know, books are nice. I like, you know, to listen to stories and stuff. And I mean, I saw the Moses movie the other day. I thought it was really good, you know, so I don't know what to, you know. Anyways, cause boogie nights are always the best in town. I felt like doing that. All right, you guys. Anyways, that's all I have. And yeah, you know, just try to be relaxed if you're having anxiety, and everything's gonna be okay. You know, we all make it through. It just makes it harder when you're mad and you have a lot of anxiety. You know. Anyhow, that's all I have for you guys, and hopefully you got something out of it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.